Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. When you've played, 33 games, I guess you could say she's a sophomore, so we'll go with that. I like that. I wish you guys would quit bringing up these questions about, did you think about it being your last game possibly? We'll just, let's keep things loose, okay? But, no, again, she's had a heck of a year, and the two seniors, Kiara has been a godsend since she came here, and she's made a big impact on this program, not just these 2 years, but in the future because of our recruiting, the success we've had. She's helped put us on the map, so to speak. And Dee Dee, I keep saying it, a lot of kids would have left because she didn't get to play a ton her first couple of years. But she just hung in there and said, you know what, I'm going to work my tail off and I'm going to earn a role. And wow, what a year she's having. Hate to think about where we'd be without her. So again, just excited for all three of them.
Okay, over there.
Was how, as the game wore down, and how did you see them maintaining their mental focus? Times it might have wavered. How did you help keep that on track? And playing with 6 players and going throughout the season, how has that developed this season?
Yeah, they're just tough. I mean, Keys, she's battled all year. She had a major surgery a couple of years ago on her ankle, and I know it still bothers her some, but she's just such a competitor. And, but all of them, Lisa played 40 minutes tonight. That may be the first time she's done that. I probably should have got her out for a couple of minutes. It's probably, like I said, we knew we were going to have a day off tomorrow, and there'd be time to recover some. So we danced with the one that brung us.
Yes, sir.
Coach, there was a point right before the ACC tournament where you guys were kind of in a shooting slump, and then it seems like since the ACC tournament, and then moving forward, you guys have really picked it up tonight, shooting 46%. Was that more of like a game plan that you, emphasis that you kind of brought up, or was that kind of how the season kind of went? Having the
You mean I wanted to miss for a while?
No, you wanted to improve me.
No. Again, I'm more worried about the things we can control, and obviously we can get in there and we spend time in practice shooting. The kids spend time on their own some, but I don't say a whole lot as long as it's a good shot. Our shot selection is important to me, but other than that, I know they're trying to make the shots. I'm more concerned with things they can control, boxing out and rebounding, taking care of the ball and hustle and just playing the way it's meant to be played. So. I know every kid on the team probably has gone through a stage there where maybe they lost their confidence a little bit or whatever. But, I always say in our recruiting process, if a coach calls me and says, I got the best defensive player I've ever had in 20 years of coaching, I say, thanks for calling, talk to you later. Okay, I want kids that can ring the bell and knock shots down. And then when they get here, we'll get them to play defense. So, we definitely try to recruit players that are capable of hitting shots. Kai Crutchfield, look at her stat line tonight, 3 out of 4 from 3, hit both her free throws. Hopefully she's just oozing with confidence. And, we know Iowa, they will play some triangle and 2, they'll junk it up some. But hopefully we got enough people out there that can make you pay if you leave them open.
Okay, let's go back there and then we'll get you.
How much have you seen Dee Dee grow as a player from her freshman year to
Yeah,
now?
Dee Dee, it's funny. I am probably too honest, and Dee Dee really didn't want to be a 5 player, which she was kind of an inside player in high school. Obviously, it's a big transition to college. So, I explained to her, you're going to have to be able to shoot the 3 if you're going to play the 4 for us. But she hits enough. Every now and then, but mostly she just plays so hard. I mean, she's on the boards. We put her on anybody defensively. Tonight, she might be guarding a guard. She might be guarding a 4 player. Just wherever we need somebody to really get stops. And like I said, I'm just so proud of her because unfortunately we live in a microwave society and everybody wants instant gratification and she didn't get that her first couple of years. I think that's common sometimes in college. It's a big jump. But she hung in there and stuck it out. And it's just so neat to see a kid that does that get rewarded. So I couldn't be happier for Dee Dee Rogers.
Let's go there and then we'll go here and then back.
Coach Moore, how happy are you with Canane's passing? It seemed like Kentucky made an effort to help off the weak side, and you mentioned Iowa's going to play junk. You think I'd imagine that would be a useful skill set to have against them.
Yeah, that's something we got to do. We got to do a better job of, quite honestly. A lot of people. I mean, the kid, really good field goal percentage, so they're going to double her and try to make her give it up. She's, got to slow down a little bit, chin the ball, look over that inside shoulder, see the help, because their people are really committing. We knew Kentucky on film. We knew that Macy Morris, she is always when she's on the weak side, she's always helping. We got to do a better job also of moving on the weak side and getting up top, because there was times when they fronted our post and we didn't get anybody up top to maybe get a high-low look. So there's things we as coaches can do better to put her in a better position. But at some point too, you got to recognize if it's one-on-one, I want her shooting, I want her attacking. But if they commit another defender, we obviously want to be able to make a good pass out. So something that we got to get better at.
Go up front and then you'll have the last question.
Kentucky started the fourth, 0 for 7 from the field, and their coach said a lot of that credit goes to you guys. You guys start the fourth quarter something differently, knowing it now, defensively.
I'm sorry, who was over 7?
Kentucky, they started the fourth quarter 0 for 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think our kids did a pretty good job. I mean, to hold them to 57 points, and I think their field goal percentage, like 32%. Team's done a good job all year. I thought the first half, like I said, we gave up too many offensive rebounds. We gave up one there in the second half where they were able to kick it out to Morris and she knocked down a 3. This seems like inevitable. You give up an offensive rebound, it ends up being a 3. And but I don't know. I think there's times when we do a pretty good job. We keep people in front, make them shoot jumpers. We always talk about allow them to miss. Again, I think we're number 2 in the country behind UConn for fewest fouls, and that's a big part. That is a great free throw shooting team. A couple of their posts were maybe not as high field goal percentage, but the Ryan Howard at 70% was like the lowest free throw percentage on the team. So you do not want to foul them, and that was a big emphasis.
Okay, this will be the last
Hey,
question.
Coach, two-part question for you. First part, the Greensboro Regional, how much did you guys use that how much did you and your coaching staff use that as a motivational tool to take care of business here at home in front of the Reynolds Coliseum crowd? And then the second part of that question is, how much more satisfying is it to be advancing to the Sweet 16 knowing that you guys only have to go an hour away from home?
Yeah, again, maybe I shouldn't say this. I've been a little, because again, I'm not talking about the choir that's here. A little disappointed and I thought we could have had bigger crowds. We sold out 3 out of our last 4 regular season games, so the numbers weren't quite what we wanted, but man, the ones that were here were loud. And I really appreciate our fans that are loyal and here every night for us. It is exciting to be going to Greensboro. We've played 2 games in that environment, so that helps. An hour and a half away, I hope we'll have a lot of fans go. So that's, definitely it's exciting to think that you're going to have a home crowd there and that it's a place you're familiar with. But at the end of the day, just like playing home, this team's done a great job. You went on the road at Syracuse, you beat a good Miami team. Those wins allowed you to host. And so that's a great advantage. And now this opportunity to play an hour and a half away is something else that we definitely, I think, will feed off of.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Congratulations. Good luck moving forward.
Thank you all.